Hello everybody, it is April 25th, 2014's weekly wrap-up. Still working on the harmony course, released step 24, which talks about diminished chords, and the same things that we did with the major and minor chords you need to do with the diminished chords. And I'll already tell you the next thing that's coming up is the augmented chords, and all of this is in the name of three-part harmony and starting to understand how to put those basic triads together, which are, again, major, minor, diminished, and augmented triads. So step 24 is all about the diminished triad. Pretty self-explanatory, same types of exercises. You practice holding the root, the third and the fifth is played against you. Practice holding the third, the root and the fifth is played against you. Practice holding the fifth, the root and the third is held against you. And you have to hold on to your note, and that's what's important. And hear the blend. Start to understand the blend. It'll make you a better lead singer, not just a better harmony singer. Being able to hear how the melody lines work within the harmony, or even when you're just singing lead and you start to realize that every melody line is part of the harmony of the chord structure, that helps you get a much better ear and really sink into being in pitch. Harmony singers become very good lead singers because they really can hear the pitch and they can hear how everything lines up with everything else. Plus, being a good harmony singer is just a good tool for you to have in all kinds of different directions. If you want to do some studio work, if you want to do your own backup vocals, if you want to be in a band and be part of the backup vocals, all of these things are all in the name of harmony. So working on this harmony course is a way of improving yourself as an overall singer, not just to learn how to be a harmony singer. All right, with that said, that's what we did. Be expecting to see some things in the advanced voice course coming up. I'm going to finish up the Folsom Prison Blues packet. You're going to be seeing that happening very soon. And continue to work here on the harmony course. That's all here for you. And it's kind of exciting because these courses, like the advanced voice course, it's reaching its moment in time where it's going to be wrapped up. There's something that's going to happen after the advanced voice course that continues on in the study of hearing things and being a vocalist in relationship to improvisational approaches and so forth. But the advanced voice course is getting close to being wrapped up with all of the sounds that you need and some basic ideas about how to be an improviser or how to sing vocal lick embellishments like a gospel singer or an R&B singer or a blues singer or a rock singer. I want to tie some thoughts up with that and then wrap that course up. When all of these courses are finished, and I've had this in mind from day one of starting these courses, when all of these courses are finished, I'm going to have a master, coordinated, laid out chart and some videos to explain to you how to, now that you've got all of this material and all of this reference material, how to sort of compact it and use the material in a very fast, quick, articulate, precise way. And I've planned that all along. When it comes to these exercises and laying all of these exercises out in all of the courses, I have to keep in mind how to communicate this with you via video and at the same time create a similar experience for you that's happening with my private students in my studio. And lots of times there's lots of exercises, and you know, it's not a cookie cutter approach towards teaching anybody how to sing or do anything probably, but our subject is singing. And I've continued to be extremely thorough. I hope you don't perceive that as too many exercises because these are all exercises that I really do use to make people better singers. Do I use every single exercise on every single student the exact same way? Not exactly, but similar. I'm close to always having it laid out the way it should be laid out for you to be able to progress in a logical way. But you may have a desire to do one specific thing a little bit more than another and want to know how to get right to that. And that's what you're going to see after I finish all of these courses. You're going to see a master plan to help you do that. At the same time, you're always going to have this incredible reference material, a whole stock load of reference material that you can always refer back to relate to any particular part of the lessons, to strengthen your mix or to get your head voice up better, or any of those things. You can always go back to them, and that's what's so great about the site. It's just a wealth of information all laid out there for you, and you can go back and review anything at any time. So for the musical tip of the week, I thought I'd actually talk a little bit about health when it comes to singing. And we're at this point in time where people are getting colds, and the colds seem to last a lot longer, and plenty of people have allergy problems. So I want to talk to you a little bit about the allergy problems and getting rid of the excess mucus that's inside our nasal passage and the pollen and dust that collects there as well. All of these things play havoc with us as singers. So at this point in time, I don't think it's any big revelation to talk about nasal irrigation. And what I mean by that is that there's a product out called Neomeds, and it simply is saline solution. You warm up some distilled water, you put it in this little plastic bottle that comes with the package, shake it up, and you stand over a sink and squirt straight up into your nose the saline solution, which will clean out pollen, dust, excess mucus, all of these types of irritants that can cause problems in the nasal passage, cause you to cough, and creates havoc on your vocal folds. So it's a really good little tip if you're not doing it to get involved in it. I will tell you a couple extra things. Make sure that you always keep I know this seems obvious, but make sure that you keep the bottle extremely clean and only use them for a while and discard them and get another one. So you don't actually end up infecting yourself instead of accomplishing what you're trying to accomplish here. The cool thing about this is that you can do this on a daily basis. It can be like brushing your teeth. You can just keep yourself clean and healthy. It's a very easy thing to do. And I highly recommend it. I tell my students to do it all the time, and I do it myself. And does it stop me from catching every cold in the world and all? Of course not. You still can get sick. It's not a magic bullet, but it's a very good approach towards hygiene in relationship to being a vocalist and keeping everything clean and clear and open. And all of those things are important as a singer, just to keep the machinery going. If you're a guitar player, you need to change your guitar strings and polish your guitar and clean the gunk off the neck of the guitar. Same thing if you're a violinist. If you're a trumpet player, you got to run a swab through the trumpet and keep it clean. And hey, if you're a vocalist, you got to run stuff through you and keep you clean. And this is a good tip. Trust me, you should be doing it if you're not doing it. Or if you used to do it and you forgot about it, I'm reminding you. And to continue, while I'm on the subject of health, let me also say, as everybody knows, keep yourself hydrated. Hydrating your body and keeping yourself very well hydrated improves the spongy quality of this stuff right here. It's called mucous membrane. And the lining of our mouths and our throats and our actual vocal folds, part of the material, the vocal folds, is actually this mucous membrane. And hydrating yourself will help you be a better vocalist. The old approach towards about 4 hours prior to performance, if you steadily sip water for about an hour, send yourself to the restroom and see that your urine is light in color, meaning that you've flushed your system. You need to do it about 4 hours prior, and that's 1 hour into it. So now you're 3 hours into it. About within the 4 hours, your body will really take on the hydration. It takes that long to truly hydrate your whole body in relationship to getting it to your vocal folds. But that's another little tip before performance. What is the best warm-up that you can do before performance in relationship to health? You know what? It's really easy. You don't have to do some big thing and even have something on an iPhone or something to vocalize to. Just make some noises. Just make the little siren noises and do some lip rolls or tongue trills before you go on. It's the best warm-up for a tired voice, and it's the best warm-up for a not woken up voice yet. So for example, you just take a lip roll, and I show these all the time, of course, you know, but then take a hum. back to a lip roll. Just about that much. You're warmed up, ready to go. Another thing that you can do to help yourself warm up, like I've talked to students who go, hey, I had to do this audition at 8 o'clock in the morning. Or if in the case of people who sing at funerals and so forth, sometimes they have to be at events that start early in the morning. Well, you need to get up a little earlier than you want to get the blood flowing, and that's the secret too. Not just warming up your voice, but actually getting the blood to pump in your body. Ever see the old Chinese people just stand in one position and swing their arms back and forth like this? When they're doing that, do you know what they're doing? They're going for a walk without putting any pressure on their joints. So they know if they got bad hips and backs and everything when you're really old, if you just swing your arms, you pump blood. Well, that's another good thing you can do backstage or somewhere, is just get the blood pumping a little bit. And these are just quick, fast things that you can do instead of trying to turn it into some kind of big ritual and wear your voice out before you even start singing. So basically I'm saying do some light hums and sirens and lip rolls. Go through the vowels, oo, o, e, ah, and a, because each vowel is a different shape, so you're accessing your range from bottom to top when you do the sirens on all 6 different physical shapes that you're really using within the language. So, some health tips and some warm-up tips. See you guys next time.